Hey everyone, it's Catherine and I am here to do the book cake video. This was started by suddenlylorna here on YouTube. So I decided, you know what, this seems really interesting and challenging, and it is because it took me forever to pick these books and I'm not even sure if I picked like the right ones, but they were the right ones at the time. So in case you guys haven't seen it, although it has been floating around for a while, basically what this is you take all the ingredients in a basic cake batter and you translate them to books. So just stay tuned and watch and you'll know what I mean. So first up is Flower. This is a book that was slow to start but really picked up as it went along. And I chose Feed by Mira Grant. The thing about this book is that you got to get through like the first, I don't know, 100 pages, and there's 600 pages in the book, so it's a good chunk. But you got to know the backstory first. And I mean, yeah, it's about zombies and there's a lot to it, but it can be really dry at first. So you got to get past that dryness, and then you're just like, I can't put it down because I need to know what happens, because oh my god, zombies. Next up is Butter, and that's a book that is really rich and it had a lot to give. And I chose Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This was the hardback cover release in North America. I love it. I'm not a fan of the new covers. Just saying. But anyways, this book has so much to it. It is high fantasy. I don't know if it's high fantasy. It's fantasy, and it has a lot of like storytale themes in it, and it's just like, whoa. Lots of action, lots of adventure, lots of romance, lots of intrigue. It has it all, and it has a lot to give the reader, which is awesome. Third is Eggs. So this is a book that you thought initially wouldn't be that great, but ended up being pretty damn good. And I chose The Host by Stephanie Meyer. So, I read The Host before I read the second through the fourth book of Twilight. So what, New Moon through Baking Dawn, like, and Eclipse, those I read after. I read Twilight, and the first time I read it, I was like, meh. I ended up selling my copy to a used bookstore before it exploded, and the guy didn't want to take it. Like, yeah. But anyway, I saw that she had come out with The House, and it sounded intriguing, but I was like, oh shit. I didn't really like Twilight. Do I want to spend all my money on this book? And I was really glad I did, because The Host is so much better in my opinion. Yes. I love it. I loved how the main character, both main characters, both Wanda and, oh my god, I forgot her name. Melanie. There we go. Melanie. I love how they're both very strong women characters, although I guess technically Wanda's kind of asexual for a while. But I loved the whole world building. I loved the aliens and everything, and the movie was a pretty good movie adaptation. So if you don't feel like hunkering down with this big book, because it is quite hefty, see the movie. I really want to reread this, like, ASAP. And I think I might have to put it on my TBR for this month, because I've been wanting to reread it for a while. The next ingredient is sugar, and that is a very sweet book. And I was looking at my bookshelves, and I was like, well, you know, I have a lot of sweet books, but they're, no, they're not the right kind of sweet. So I finally glanced at Beauty Queens by Le Bray, and I thought it was the perfect sweet book. Not only is it sweet, but it is hilarious. Hilarious. And you get your whole whack of different characters, which gives you your different stages of sweetness, from milk chocolate to dark chocolate and white chocolate in between. It was awesome. Okay, so the next stage is Icing Our Cake, and that is a book that has everything you love in books in it. And I chose Touch of Power by Maria V. Snyder. I've been choosing her series, this Healer series, for a lot lately. This is high fantasy. There's romance. There's espionage. There's love. There's hate. There's a plague. There's killing and fighting, and it just has the general it quality that I look for in a book. It kept me riveted. I was on the edge of my seat. I did not want to put this book down, and that is what I love in books. It could be about any topic. It doesn't have to be fantasy. It doesn't have to be contemporary. It doesn't have to have romance. But this had it, and it was phenomenal. I just wish that there weren't so many cliffhanger endings in her books. It's the only thing I don't like. But that being said, I also do love a good cliffhanger because it means I'm going to be wanting to read that next book, like now. And then it takes a year for it to come out. After icing comes Sprinkles. Personally, I'm not a fan of Sprinkles, but Sprinkles is the book that you go to when you're feeling down and it makes you feel better. And if, you know, I will admit, Sprinkles are fun. I like to think of it as glitter. Can we refer to it as glitter? Because glitter makes me feel happy all the time. But, is it Sprinkles? Glittery Sprinkles. There we go. I actually don't have the book that I'm going to show, so I will put a picture here, right here. But I chose Howl's Moving Castle by Dana Wynne Jones. Oh my god, I love this book. I love this book with all my heart. I love the Miyazaki version of the movie, but the book is just that much better. And I can sit and I can read it a million times over and always find new things in it and just love it even more every single time, and it always makes me feel better. That and actually The Little Princess. I've read that book so many times, it's not even funny. And it is just like a good book. So 2 books. I like dual colored sprinkles. And so the final ingredient is, of course, the cherry on top. I hate cherries. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like eating them. Sometimes like the flavor though. Like cherry suckers are awesome. I love cherry suckers. Especially the Valentine's Day ones. Oh yeah. So cherry on top, and that is the book that we love the best for the books that we've read this year. So I'm taking year literally, and I'm just going with the books I have read since the beginning of 2014, which I have all of 7 to choose from. But I have loved most of them. And I have really loved the series I was reading, so it works. And if I think about it, even within the last, like, actual year, 365 days year, probably close, if not actually, the most favorite book I've read. So, that is Wicked Beat by Olivia Cunning. More in general, it's the series. I love the series, but I loved this book. This book was awesome. You get your main character who is a kick-ass drummer, and the other main character who is this really strong woman, and I love reading books with strong female characters, and there's a lot of hanky-panky and a lot of sexy times, and it was just awesome. I could not put this book down like any of the books in the series, and stay tuned because I will have a review for it up soon. And I think I have 1 review up for the first book in the series, and I know I have another one filmed. So you'll get the whole series soon within the month, okay? Okay. So that was my book cake. I don't know if it would taste any good. I really hope it would though. Papery, maybe, like mulch. Yeah. Pulp. So anyways, until next time, guys, let me know what you thought of the books I chose. Let me know what books you would choose. Let me know if you made one of these yourself, and I would love to watch it because I think these videos are fascinating simply because there are so many different combinations that a person can choose from, which is amazing and awesome, and all of those other adjectives that I could use instead of overusing the ones that I do. So anyways, until next time, leave comments in the down bar. Let me know if you like these videos, me doing them instead of just reviews. And I might take it into consideration because I like doing these videos. I think they're fun. And they spice up my life a little. Okay, until next time, guys. Bye.